I'm the co-host, Casualty CDG, but you can call me Gary. And today's Thursday, that means it's Thursdage here on Fresh Out the Box, where we play age systems. The Expanse is this age system, and I'll be playing the part of Loki, the hacker aboard the Space Bullet.
I had the wrong input on, so they didn't hear me. Hi, I'm Johanan. I'm the Game Master playing the Expanse by Green Ronin Publishing. Boom. All right.
I'm not here.
Hi everybody, I'm Alicia Panisa. I'll be playing Cal Constant tonight. She's the navigator and like pseudo captain. She doesn't feel like a captain, but she always ends up being the commanding officer, so whatever.
Someone's got to be in charge.
Someone's got to be in charge, and it's the least responsible of all of us.
Nah, Matt's the least responsible of all of you.
That's true. And you can find me on Twitter at Hidden Audio, where I talk about my upcoming horror podcast. Tomorrow is the last recording session of season 1. We're super excited. I'm pretty tired today because I got attacked by a dog today, so you'll just have to bear with me being slightly grumpy.
And hey folks, I'm Matt, but tonight I'm playing Sean Green, the absolute wild card, the agent of chaos, master of disaster, if you will.
Hank Green's brother?
Yeah.
So where we last left off, you guys last session solved a whole lot of problems on series. And it was... Ida Fairchild wound up, you are pretty sure, getting freed from her captivity on series by Anderson Dawes. Or from Anderson Dawes, not by him. By Protogen. They sent a bunch of highly trained military experts, and they just started killing people left and right. It was pretty crazy. They even went as far as to blow up the satellite array on series with a torpedo. It was quite the thing.
Me and Green fought one, didn't we?
Yeah, you guys fought one.
We tried to.
You guys tried. It was what it was supposed to be. It felt the way it was supposed to. After you successfully turned the air back on, because they were going to just turn the air off on the whole station and just watch everyone pass out because they can, you guys managed to get back to your ship just in time to see all this nonsense happen with Ida Fairchild. And then you left. After the Protogen ship left, you evaded a Protogen sentry that was posted along a shipping route. Much thanks to Loki for using his intrigue to do so. And then you got back to Tycho, which has kind of become your like home port, your port of harbor, your standard place that you go. Where we last left off specifically, you were in Fred Johnson's office as a meeting with 2 military leaders, one from Earth, one from Mars, was concluding. At the end of that, as they were leaving, Loki blurted out that there is some information he has about what happened on series. That's where we're going to pick up.
Some compatriots of ours sent us a message, a scrambled message about the ongoings at the station. I'm not sure if everyone here should be privy to the information, with all due respect.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at Fred Johnson.
The other 2 are going to insist at this point. I mean, if you didn't want them to be privy, you probably should have just waited.
Oh, it's just, this is Fred Johnson's station. I'm making sure that they know. He's got to say it's good to go.
Oh, so you're just like showing off where your loyalties are currently.
I'm just showing off that this is his station. We have the information. We're going to tell him. If he wants to invite them into the meeting room, that's fine. But we're debriefing with Fred Johnson.
I mean, he does. They all look at him. They give him some pretty hard glances. And you notice Clarissa, which isn't her real name, is giving you a bit of a dirty look. But that's okay.
Clarissa's the receptionist?
Clarissa is with the Mars military captain as an assistant, but she's actually Loki's spy handler.
Oh.
No one here is privy to that information except Loki. So, yeah, no, you guys go into the office. They all go back in. Some of them seem kind of annoyed that they have to go back into this meeting now. This time, the soldiers do not accompany them into the room. Each one only has one soldier with them. Before they had 4 each. But the bulk of them stay out in the waiting room. Door closes. Fred Johnson sits behind his desk.
We were told the message was released from Sirius Station. After that message was being broadcast, ships with scrambled serial numbers arrived and began to assault the station, both on foot and via torpedoes to the satellite array.
Yeah, we heard about some of that. The Earther captain, we'll say his name, he's Commander Vasquez. He's a middle-aged man with he has a little bit of a mustache. A very, very clean cut, very, very typical military cut. Everything
what
in its
would
place.
the 2 most profitable militaries in the galaxy say if I told you I have some maps of their destinations? Some of the black sites Protogen may be using. It's expensive information, no?
They'll look at each other. The Earther and the Martian commander will look across the room at each other. The Martian commander is a woman, and her name is Tanya Vort. She's also a commander. You'll see Maggie, or that's the name she's going by the way. Maggie Reed, or Clarissa to you. Don't say that in here, obviously. I don't know, but yeah, she'll be whispering something in the commander's ear.
We were also able to track a Sirius Station crime ring, but they were exporting some of the missing children and possibly testing on them at some sites. We were able
Guess
to.
who was in charge of it?
That's right.
Guess who was in charge of it? Ida fucking Fairchild, and she's gotten away because of fucking Protogen. I'm sorry I'm swearing, but I'm extremely angry about this.
Vort will look at Miss Reed, and then they'll be whispering among each other. The Commander Vasquez will also have his own confidant that they'll be discussing things with quietly. You don't hear what they're saying. Very hushed tones, but... So what evidence do you have of this? Commander Vasquez will speak up.
I
Of
have
Ida Fairchild?
Of any of it.
Oh, okay. That's on Loki, yeah.
I do still have star maps of the locations of their bases.
Okay.
I also have a copy of what was released at Sirius Station. The tape that was played.
He'll gesture.
I'll place it down. And if you have enough credits headed our way, I have a program that can decrypt and locate all of the Protogen ships. I know what tracking codes they're using, but that doesn't come free.
It should also be noted that there is a Protogen ship on the way to Ceres, just stationed there, waiting to shoot down anyone who comes by.
Where?
Quite close to here, actually. We passed it on the way and got by with the skin of our teeth.
If you want to, you are the navigator. You do know specifically where they were.
Okay, yeah, I tell them exactly where it is.
He'll whisper in the ear of the soldier that's in the room with the Earther, and he'll run out of the room.
And I would like to, afterwards, after we're done here, speak to Mr. Johnson privately, if that is all right.
And what you do afterwards is none of our concern. They'll kind of, they're not very nice. They're not being very friendly. But yeah.
Well, neither is Calliope, to be fair. She just swore at them.
No, there's a lot of tension in this room right now. There's a lot of tension. So, Loki, you didn't give your name, did you?
Nope, not yet.
So you, sir, Commander Vasquez again. You say you can find all these ships.
Yes.
What did you put on the table?
The copy of the audio file that was played at Sirius Station that was broadcast over the air?
Uh-huh. That's it?
Which, yeah, that's it. That's it for now. Also the maps, the star maps.
Yeah.
And Calliope can show those off whenever she's showing off the galaxy stuff.
So they'll watch the video. Everyone will sit kind of in relative silence. There'll be some
This
whispering.
is the video that we.
This is the video that you guys made, yeah. And you say this was broadcast over Sirius Station?
That's correct.
It's just like the broadcast on Ganymede.
It's crazy.
Interesting. Crazy.
They don't have reason yet to suspect that it was you. Yet. Something could happen.
We're all just like look at each other. Yeah, well, we weren't at any of those places at those times. Now they're hot on the trail.
And you said your contact at Sirius Station got you this.
I'm gonna steal a look at Fred Johnson, and then hang my head and be like, "Yes, Mr. Johnson asked us to speak with Anderson Dawes. He was able to get his hands on a lot of information.
You got this information from Anderson Dawes.
We prefer not to talk about the details of how the OPA does business."
Go ahead and give me... I'm not sure how this is going yet. I'm not sure how they're perceiving you. Give me a communication check.
Can I make it intrigue?
It's not intrigue. It's social.
Okay.
This is a social interaction.
I've rolled a 10
Okay.
with stunt points if that's a pass. It's a big if.
It's really not a pass. That's really low.
It can be with some fortune.
Would you like to spend some fortune?
I would.
1 gets you average, 3 gets you challenging.
1, 2, 3 it is.
All right, yeah, you can have those stunt points.
Okay. Okay.
What are
I'll
you
probably
doing
use
during
a-
all this green?
I was wondering if anyone's like lunch is lying around or.
Are you just gonna start eating someone's food?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Cool.
You start chewing loudly during a moment of silence.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of looks at you. No one says anything, but they look at you.
I whap you on the back of the head. I have to reach for it, but I do it.
I offer you some chips.
I take one.
You guys sitting
And
there
then-
eating.
and
Everyone's
then
just kind of looking at you.
I take one chip and then I say, could we also discuss the fact that Protogen shut off the air to Ceres and nearly committed mass genocide?
What evidence do you have that any of this was Protogen?
That any of it was Protogen?
Yeah.
Loki, do we have that evidence? I assume we do.
Oh boy. Buckets and buckets of evidence.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let's
Also,
see it.
I am the one who turned the air back on. So if you if you need an eyewitness account, that one would be me. And Green here.
Very nice. So just so everybody knows, I did change some of the rewards. You can spend now. You can boon and doom players. If you want to power up the game master, it costs 500 now, and you have to do it to me specifically. And then also, if you spend 1,000, you can name an NPC.
Cool.
Nice.
There's a bit of a cooldown on that, so people don't accidentally like spam it. It's like 2 minutes or something, so that people don't override each other or whatever. But Vampire Bites has given me a Game Master power up, which in this game it does specify causes churn.
Ooh.
So the churn has gone up.
Thanks, Vampire Bites.
Who are you naming, Gary?
Chardley Mac Steve. Why is this nickname Mac?
I'm gonna name Chardley Stevens. No one calls him Chardley because that's a bad name. They all just call him Mac.
All right, so
Hey, Mac.
that's the guy that's with Commander Vasquez.
Chardley.
Chardley Max.
Is Charlie short for Chartles?
Charlie is short for Chartles?
Well, it's like how Charlie is short for Charles. It's not, but we pretend
Yeah.
it is.
That's true.
Charlie. But yeah, so Charles Max Stevens is the confidant that is with Commander Vasquez. He seems to be some sort of diplomat, kind of dignitary type, wearing like a sash. No one wears a sash. What a dick. But yeah, his name's Charlie Max Stevens. But yeah, so that's the power that the viewers now hold to make whatever NPC names. There is a I did specify. Do not make me ban you. Nothing. You're not. We're not doing anything racist, sexist, homophobic. We're not playing that game. I have like a warning on the button. Just like let's have some, you know. But anyways. So yes, what's this evidence you have?
I'm gonna look at Fred Johnson again. I don't think this is the right place to talk about the information I've obtained or how I obtained it.
He gestures. He's like, go ahead and show them. They're gonna get it one way or another. He puts his hands up like he is like, this is out of my hands. Like that's what he's telling you with his body language. He's like, there's nothing I can do about this.
All right, I will release what we know, starting with the first station we hit and that they were testing on human subjects, and then show them how we've been tracking. We've been working as sort of a low-key special ops group, tracking Protogen and their projects. We started on the black site.
You're talking about the very first mission?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
From there, it led us to Ganymede, and from there, Ceres Station. Here are the ships we've come in contact with.
Give me a communication check. I gotta check. They're about to be really mad at you.
Yeah, they are.
Like,
Yeah, I feel like any idiot could like.
any idiot can
two and
put that together. Yeah, they're
Just
pretty
put
mad.
two and two together and be like, Loki's been releasing the videos. Oh my god, no, Loki, no.
That is not when you need a good roll, or when you need a bad roll, rather.
As you're saying all this, Maggie gives you this look like, what are you doing? And Johnson's too. Johnson's like, what the fuck? Like, like this is spiraling out of control a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, every session I have to make a more complicated flowchart. This one,
We're about to get arrested. It's so bad.
Ganymede, huh? Vasquez will say.
Loki.
And then Commander Vort, that's what he said. Does seem to be. How'd you get in possession of this video, sir?
Oh, this video about all the crimes Protogen committed.
Yeah,
Oh, I made that.
you made that. So you're publicly
Green?
resisting. You're
I'm
publicly.
gonna step behind Green.
Yeah. I made that. He made that.
I made that.
Oh my god. Loki.
Vasquez is gonna nod at the dignitary that's with him. The dignitary is gonna walk up to the door and open it, and just open both doors. And then the military is gonna walk in.
Oh fuck.
Which one?
Both.
Which one?
Both walk in. They won't let each other. You guys do notice that they are eye fucking each other as well.
Should I send out a sneaky text to maybe some OPA contacts or something?
If you can.
Oh my god, chaos.
I would
Chaos
like
is
to. I will roll sleight of hand if that helps.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
It's a good roll. A little bit of churn. A little bit of Chernobyl. Yeah, so who are you messaging and what? You're like texting behind your back.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, so OPA contacts. Do I have? I can't even remember. Do I have any contacts that are here? I don't think I do.
Not really.
Yeah.
Your biggest contact here is Fred Johnson.
Right.
Because he's a part of the OPA. I'm
then-
sure you probably know someone that's not high up. You definitely know, like, low-level guys around here.
Cool. Then yeah, I just want to send out to a low-level guy because it'll get up there.
He'll get up there. What are you going to tell him?
I'm going to tell him that there is trouble. I'm going to tell him that these, leaders from Earth and Mars are here, and that Loki just told them that we committed. What is bigger than an international crime?
So this would be considered incitement.
Okay.
Which is very, very,
Very bad. Loki,
That's like
why?
one of those. That's a rare crime. That
It's not incitement when it's the truth. We're whistleblowers.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, the military doesn't like those.
Feel free to research everything we've said. They're
Cal is
nothing
just
but
standing there
facts.
like, I don't know how I ended up with these people.
So they.
What the fuck?
So on the airplane? No. So they're gonna. So, sorry, I'm trying to think of exactly what's gonna happen right now because it's gonna be important. They're gonna look at Loki. So you did this, and you know what they're saying. You know what they're asking. You know exactly what they're talking about.
No! Protogen did this.
You release these videos and cause a system-wide panic.
No! Protogen did that.
Protogen released the videos.
Oh no, I released the videos. Protogen
Oh
caused the panic.
God.
So, I don't want to do it, but they're gonna. Well, so something funny is gonna happen right now. Both the commanders are gonna say, "Arrest that man," and then they're gonna look at each other. Be like, "We'll take custody here." And then Vort will say, "No, we're gonna take this one. This is gonna be ours."
Look at Fred Johnson.
They're gonna fight
again.
at each other. Fred Johnson. He's gonna look at you like kind of with like this weird, helpless look. He's not sure what he can do right now at this point. But eventually, I think so. They're going to agree that you're gonna go. Since they're gonna find out you're a Martian, and then the Martians are gonna claim you as their criminal. And it's going to be hard for them to argue. They're going to take you into custody, though.
Dang. I want to cause a distraction, but
You can do whatever you want, man. You can do whatever you want.
cool.
I'm here for it.
What's in this room right now?
All right, so the room is it's a pretty nice office. It's kind of like oval, with some like wood paneling, which is very rare out here. It has like a nice shelf with like cabinets under it behind his desk that kind of goes around. There's like a couple decorations there, like a potted plant and a statue. He has on his desk doesn't have anything on it. He has a computer that pops up. It's a very neat desk. And then there's also a like sort of round couch sitting area for people to like gather and meet. And there's a table there that's set up for meetings with like a a projection, a holographic projector in the center of the table. There are chairs, and then there's also the window that's right behind you that leads out into space. And then there's just one set of double doors.
Okay. Is there a sprinkler system?
There is a fire suppression system, but it's not. So I'll explain why. In space, fires can get very bad and kill everybody. So the fire suppression system's fucking ruthless. It'll suck the air out of the room in seconds, and everybody will die.
Okay.
Like you have like it goes, and you have when you hear that alarm, you as a bolter know you have about 15 seconds to clear the area before the door's shut and everybody dies.
Gotcha.
It floods the room with CO2.
That seems effective.
It is very effective. They had a system like that at one of my jobs. And so if the alarm went off, you had to uncouple from the wall and, like, sprint. Because if you were in the room when it went off, you died. But...
Damn.
Yeah.
What job was this?
It was at a factory.
It's terrifying.
It was terrifying. But
Why were you coupled to the wall?
You're, like, hooked up. It was like an air-conditioned suit so that you wouldn't, like, overheat.
Mm.
Yeah. It was like it was a rebreather so that because you're inhaling lots of fine particulates if you weren't wearing it. So
What kind of factory was this?
they made forklifts.
Hmm.
A lot of factories have that. But yeah, so that's the that's the fire suppression system that's here. It's very, very effective. And yes, it is active in like pretty much everywhere. It's active everywhere.
What door am I closest to?
You're just right next to the double doors. You're not far from them. There's just the one way in.
Cool. I'm going to attempt to...
There's also, so I guess there is another door, and it leads to like Fred Johnson's personal area, his personal quarters.
Gotcha. And there is evidence still on the table, yeah?
It's mostly, the only thing he put out on the table were the star charts and the video, and they already took a look at both of those things.
Gotcha. I want to... Oh, am I near like a soldier or important guy?
Yeah.
Cool. I want to try to snatch something off of one of them and bolt out the doors.
What are you trying to snatch?
I guess their gun, maybe.
You're going to steal a gun from who? So you can choose, everyone is armed. The soldiers are armed with handguns and rifles, and the commanders all have like handguns.
I want to try to steal a handgun off of a commander.
And then run?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. All right, yeah, go for it. So they say arrest this man, and then like they figure out who has jurisdiction, and you're gonna do this thing. Give me another sleight of hand.
Very nice.
Let me know what you're doing with those stun points.
With doubles.
And yeah, so you have the gun. You're holding it. They weren't looking at you. They were focused on Loki because Loki is now a wanted criminal.
Then I'm gonna get a little closer to the door and yell, "I got your gun!" Fire 3 times in the air and run out the door.
Roll me. Type in /roll space D100.
Okay.
I'll make you do it. Okay. So you shoot up in the air. Several people point their guns at you before you like run around the corner. As you shoot up into the air, you hit some stuff in the ceiling, but nothing terribly vital. And you see like sparks fly. A couple of the lights go out. Half the power in the room goes out. And like the receptionist is like, ah! And then you bolt out the door. As you do so, there are 2 guards on the outside of the door. The ones that beat you up earlier.
Right.
They're still out there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, run past them.
So you're gonna run. All right. What are you doing with the stun points? And also, they're probably gonna shoot at you.
I'm gonna make sure that my shield is situated on my back.
Gotcha.
See social.
Oh no, this doesn't have to be social.
Okay.
It was a social situation until you did what you did, and then you can use combat. You could use like any of those combat ones, like grappling, any of that stuff, shooting.
Cool.
Also, technically, you could use like exploration since you're like running. Because this is kind of a chase sequence. Is there a chase section?
There is.
Oh yeah, you can use that too. Definitely, you can definitely
Nice.
use chase.
Yeah.
And that might be the one that helps you get away with.
Yeah, evasive maneuver might be the one that you want. Or punch it.
Oh. I think evasive maneuver. That's what I want to do.
What does that one do?
Until your next turn, attacks against you and your vehicle suffer a -2 penalty.
Ha! All right, cool. That's a good one to pick. So yeah, as you stop right there, they open up. Big miss. That one probably. What's your defense?
Defense 14.
Ha! Yep. So it would have hit you if you weren't evasive. So you you feel the bullets coming. You roll. You roll on your shield. You go up on your feet. You dodge around the corner. You're clear. So now your exact situation. We haven't gotten too into the area you're in. You're on the, what do you call it? Administrative part of the ship, and the way you get there is by the space gondola. So you're in some offices right now. That's your situation. The only way to get out of here is to take this gondola. So while you guys are in the room, you see Green do this. They're like, what the fuck? And some of them chase after. Specifically, who did you steal the gun off of? The Earther or the Martian?
Oh, Martian.
So you stole... I'm going to need to make a note of this.
I have no idea what Cal's gonna be doing.
I don't know what anyone's gonna do. This is crazy.
This is,
you guys
went off the rails.
Very
so
off the rails. So Commander Vort, you stole Commander Vort's gun.
Oh my god, no!
And she runs, and then you run. She says, "Get him!" And some Martians chase after you. A couple of the Earthers do as well, but some of them stay in the room.
Can I make a perception empathy check to see if Clarissa will uncuff my cuffs while her boss is gone?
You can try and get her to.
I would love to. Son of a
Oh man,
bitch.
come on, man.
So perception empathy rolled a 10. That's not good.
It's not very good. So you give her some eyebrows. She looks taken aback. She's like, "What are you doing? Now's not the time for this, Loki."
The cuffs. Get the cuffs.
So who's around us?
As you're doing that, since you roll so shitty, the Martian that's holding your cuffs, is behind you, hits you with their gun. They gun butt you. Calliope, what are you doing?
I have no idea.
Yeah, so the situation now is there are 2 Earth military soldiers, and then there's Charlie Max Stevens, Commander Vasquez, Commander Vort, one other Martian, Clarissa, and Fred Johnson are in the room. Fred Johnson is holding his head right now.
Yeah, I feel like Cal is kind of mentally there. She's gonna try to persuade people to calm down.
Try and diffuse the situation.
Yeah, I think she's gonna appeal to Commander Vasquez because he's an Earther.
She.
Be
Vasquez. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I gave them both V names. I didn't mean to.
Saying Commander Vasquez, if we could all just calm down for a minute and go through the evidence together.
Shoot me that check.
17.
Well, la-dee-da.
Calliope saves the day.
He's gonna straighten out his jacket. Be like, I guess it's not your fault that the Martian can't hold on to her gun. He'll say as he looks at her. She looks pissed. She looks very angry. So you suggest we go over this evidence together. Well, the only evidence we really seem to need is the evidence that this man here has incited anarchy on 2 stations in the past month.
So we're just going to ignore Protogen's crimes?
Of course not.
It sounds like that's exactly what you're saying, sir, with all due respect.
We need to address the problem immediately at hand. He'll say that as he looks at Loki.
The most immediate problem is that Protogen just attempted genocide. That's the most immediate problem. All due respect, sir.
He'll be talking. He'll talk to Chardley, and you'll kind of overhear some of it and be like, there is evidence that they almost wiped out everyone on Sirius Station. Blah blah
If
blah.
it wasn't for us, you might be speaking with no one from Sirius Station.
You want to know what my evidence is that they shut off the air? I am currently the master control operator of Sirius's air because I had to, because that was the only way to get it back online.
Are you gonna show them?
I mean, how would I show them?
You can show them your phone and like that you have access.
Yeah, so I'll show them my phone that I have access. You would have to cut off my hand and go back to Sirius Station to shut it off again. I did this to save the people of Sirius from Protogen.
He'll look at it. He'll look at you. He's gonna say something that's probably not gonna make you very happy. Be like, all this proves that you had control of the air when it went out.
No, look at the timestamp, you idiot! Look at the timestamp. That's when the air came back on.
They don't have those numbers in front of them.
I see why you left Earth, Calliope.
Yeah.
Apparently, jackassery runs amok.
At that, okay, Vort, control your prisoner, or are we gonna take hold of him? And she's gonna nod. She'll be like, "Yeah, get him out of here." Loki, I'm gonna say that you have something in your hand. I'm sure Clarissa didn't give it to you, but you are a spy. I feel like you have a paperclip or something. They didn't frisk you yet. But they start walking you out of the room. Green.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
So, here's my goal at this point, is to get to some warriors that I think might help me. Some real strong fighters.
You're going to try and get to an OPA, group.
See, you think that, but actually, I'm going to go see the Mormons. My 2 Mormon friends are out of fight.
You're gonna
Can
try
I
and
just
hide
say one
amongst
more
the
thing?
Mormons? Yeah.
Before we switch scenes, Cal's going to mention, if you want proof that I wasn't there when the air went off, you can ask the 2 dead bodies that were left behind when I tried to turn it back on.
Yeah, they don't have those in front of them though. But yeah, so
but they could go.
everyone
they
got
could go
booned.
over there, and they're still there. They're not going anywhere.
Ooh, thanks for the boon.
Thank you.
Yeah, Vampire has booned you all, so you all
Thank you.
get some fortune there. But yeah,
Thanks, Vampire Bite.
Green.
Right.
So you're gonna try and escape to the Mormons. How are you gonna get from the administrative office to the Navarro? You're actually on the opposite side
Gotcha.
of the station. You couldn't possibly be further away. But let me know.
Cool. So I guess I have to try to get through this gondola thing.
You can. Yeah.
Unless I have access to a spacesuit.
You can try and find a spacesuit. They have them everywhere, just in case.
Cool.
You can get an emergency suit if you.
Yeah.
You have to hurry. So you're still being chased.
Right.
So first things first, you're gonna have to try and lose them.
Cool.
With your previous roll, that went pretty well. You dodged the fire. Go ahead and give me a stealth to see if you can get out of there. If you can lose them immediately. And that's pretty funny. A little bit of churn for your face. But still a 21. So you get shot at, you jump around the corner, and you sit in a cubicle and you just take off like your gear. And you start typing. And they run past you.
Nice.
You don't exist. You are no one. So yeah, go ahead and give me a check to search. A searching check.
Searching.
Perception.
Not bad.
So it's not. They're not hidden. They are deliberately easy to find because they are emergency equipment. So with a 12, which is an average, you're able to see the paint, the emergency painting that leads to a suit, and you can get it. Yeah.
Cool.
You're gonna put it on.
Yeah.
And you're gonna, I'm assuming, jump out of space.
Yeah, I'm going to exit the station.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So in order to do so, you need to put the suit on. You need to go where the gondola is. The gondola is where like the airlocks are.
Sweet.
We're gonna go back into the office. Loki, you're being taken away. Calliope, you've noticed one important thing. Fred Johnson has not called anybody to like find Green. He hasn't put out the APB. Nothing. He's just kind of sitting there. Like, you can tell he's thinking. He's thinking very hard.
Okay. What is Vasquez saying? Like, he's accusing me of shutting off the air series. Is that what he's just done?
You know what? Fred Johnson does like you a lot. He's going to speak up. She didn't shut the air off. She wouldn't do something like that. She saved this station before. I'm sure she saved them then.
Thank you, sir.
There's no evidence that she did anything other than turn the air back on. So we should throw that one. We should table that conversation for now. What do you?
To be fair, you could probably ask Anderson Dawes about it because I did keep him up to date on what was going on.
So they look at each other again. They share a significant glance. We would love to talk to Anderson Dawes. The man's a terrorist. They don't like Anderson Dawes. He's a bad. They work with Fred Johnson. They hate Anderson Dawes.
Well, I'm sure that that I could try bringing him. I could definitely try bringing him.
You can try if you want to, but yeah, Fred Johnson is going to ask, "What are you doing with him?" Like he's going to go away.
The second I walk out this door, you lose easily 1/3 of the information and the leads you have on Protege. If I disappear, all those leads disappear with me. Be careful who you turn me over to.
Vort will say, "We're not turning you over to anybody." And she'll bring herself up. She'll touch her empty holster, and you'll see this like rage go through her. It'd be like, "We're gonna go now," and she's gonna march you out herself. But yeah, Calliope, what are you doing? Loki's now out of the office. You're the only one.
I mean, there's like nothing I can do for him right now.
Not necessarily, yeah.
So I'm just gonna say I don't mind ringing Anderson Dawes, but I just have to say, like, if you're going to go after him, good luck.
Vasquez, you'll see. He kind of knows that there is an issue. I mean, he's still free for a reason. But yeah, he's gonna be like, "Well, Fred, this doesn't look good on you, sir." And then he's gonna leave too. Everybody's gone. It's just you and Fred Johnson.
Cal's gonna let out a little bit of a sigh.
Johnson's gonna let out a little bit of a sigh too. He's gonna break out some alcohol and he's going to drink. He'll leave the bottle out, which implies that you can have some too. We're gonna shoot back to Green. Green.
Mm-hmm.
With that stealth check, man, I'm not gonna make you keep rolling on that. So you are one with the air. You are the wind. And you just kind of glide to the airlock. You get behind somebody. You're there. You're in the airlock.
Nice.
With a 21. What is a 21? Let me put that in perspective. Yeah, that's what I thought. 21 is the nigh impossible. It's a legendary action. No one's ever been that stealthy.
Nice.
And so you're in the airlock. I'm just going to say you did it. That's the least I can do. What are you doing?
I am going to, I'm gonna exit the airlock and going to start climbing on the side of the building, I guess.
What's your end goal?
End goal is, what is that Mormon ship?
The Navarro?
Yeah.
You trying to get there?
Yeah.
So when you get out of the airlock, it's like directly below you. It's just really far away. Like you can jump through the center of the station. There's nothing stopping you per se.
Mm-hmm.
But it's super dangerous.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how dangerous?
I mean, anytime you're flying through empty space without anyone like watching your back, it's like at least an 8. In this case, I'd say about an 8. Yeah, it's pretty dangerous.
Okay.
But I mean, that's not to say you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I want to do. Super jump to the Navarro.
Give me a free fall. Okay.
I would be willing to spend fortune.
If you spend 1, you're on the like hard.
Then I will spend 1.
You spend 1, and you jump through space. Collab, yes, you're drinking your drink, and you're looking. You think you see him.
I start coughing, just like I choke a little bit.
You like look down, and you can see the Navarro. Then you see like somebody just.
I know exactly who it is, and I choke.
You okay, Johnson? Your friends have created quite the mess.
Tell me about it. You should see my kitchen.
I don't think Loki shouldn't have said what he said.
I don't know why he did that.
I don't know. Maybe he wants credit.
That is a little bit his style, but it doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Maybe he's playing at something. I'm gonna see what I can do on the Loki front.
Ooh, I'm getting attacked by a mosquito.
Do you have any information I can use to leverage Loki out of jail?
Do I? I have no idea.
Potentially. You guys showed them the charts already, so they kind of saw those.
Yeah.
So the key points to know about Protogen when it comes to Mars is that Mars hired them.
Oh, right. So we did encounter members of Protogen with Martian power armor.
He puts his drink down and like stares at you because that's kind of, you guys buried a little bit of the, it's actually good that it didn't come up during all that.
Yeah, that would have caused an interstellar incident.
Because Loki would be going to an airlock right now, and you guys might be joining him. But yeah, he'll put his drink down. He kind of spits up a little bit. He's like, "What? They have Martian military equipment?"
Yeah, the attack on the air system was not the only act of genocide that was committed. I mean, the violence was indiscriminate, and it was because of these legions with Martian power armor and Martian weapons. I fought one of them. It wasn't good.
Do you have any evidence of this? You might have, you probably have footage, honestly.
Loki might have footage, but you'd have to get to him.
And he looks at you dead in the eyes. He's like, and you're telling me the truth, right?
So I actually...
He's like very serious.
I actually like you quite a lot and would not lie to you.
You see him go deep in the thought and be like, okay then. Essentially he's agreeing. He's going to believe you without the evidence. He's going to be like, I guess we bluff then. So, Loki, you're being marched down. Commander Vort is there. There are 4 other Martians in their full military. They're not wearing their power suits. They're not allowed to here.
Is this your first time to Tycho Station?
Who are you talking to?
All of them.
One of them's new. One of them's like a greenhorn. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, I've never been out this far," and he gets hit. He gets immediately hit by someone else.
And how are you liking it down here?
He doesn't talk anymore. They start marching in silence.
Yes, I found in my years of travel that places are much better if you travel with people you like.
He you see him kind of look at you out of the corner of his eye, and he starts walking ahead. They are marching. They are in formation, but he tries to like get away from you a little bit because he doesn't want to get in trouble again. Vort's behind you with Clarissa.
You know, Vort, you're going to have to do a lost property report for that service weapon.
Like you can feel the anger. She doesn't say anything. It's like a silent march. It's very uncomfortable. It's very awkward. No one wants to say anything. The only person that's really allowed to talk right now is Vort or Maggie.
I think that's a form 401A.
They all stop. Everyone stops. So you guys are like in a hallway. You rounded a corner. There's no one around. And Vort will nod at one of the soldiers. You'll get gun butted in the stomach. But you guys get to the gondola. And you guys start writing it down.
Hey, look, there's a man out there flying amongst the stars.
The new guy looks. The new guy looks around. And then you can like hear someone like nudge him again. No one else looks.
Your loss.
But you guys do get down, and they do take you all the way. We're going to expedite it, unless you want to do anything in transit.
No, I'm just talking shit to these guys. I'm just trying to get gun butted every now and then.
Yeah, no, you definitely earn a few more hits. You're a little battered by the time you get to their ship. It is one of the large flagships you saw earlier.
Sorry for hassling everyone. It's just I know I'll be spending a few days alone in the cell and wanted to get in all the human contact that I could. One last hug, and I'll lean towards one of the guys.
you get hit again, and then you get thrown into a cell.
Perfect.
They do not uncuff you.
Yeah, that's to be expected.
Yeah, you're just in there by yourself now.
Now can I see if I can take these cuffs off?
Yeah, you can try.
These rolls today, man.
You snap your paperclip off in the handcuffs.
Shit.
And you like cut yourself just a little bit on your finger, like it gets infected and you die. No.
Oh no! That was really fast.
That was fast. No, as they're leaving, you do notice that Clarissa like shoots you a glance. It's kind of like pity. She shoots you a pity glance, but she doesn't acknowledge you. So let me see where we are on my flowchart.
Right in the middle, I would say.
Meeting with the inners. Let me fall. Oh, yep. Loki arrested.
Wait, that was a real option on the flowchart.
Oh, you can't see it. Can't see it. Yeah, it was up there. I definitely saw it as a possibility. There are two options that aren't Loki arrested. There's also like an escape option. I don't know. It's pretty cool. All right. So Green, you're falling for a bit. Like this is the longest free fall I'll say you ever did.
Nice.
And you're kind of worried because like you're like, is my angle good? You're like, because you kind of keep as like things are rotating. You're kind of like, you're like, if I did time this wrong, I'm gonna be out here for the rest of my life, which won't be very long. But eventually, you land on the Navarro.
Nice.
And you are able to gain access as well.
Sweet.
You enter through one of the airlocks. And you're seeking out your friends, right?
Yeah.
What are their names?
Martha and Jonathan Kent.
Was those really the names I gave
Those
them?
were really the names.
I named one of them after Superman's mom.
Yeah, they're both their parents.
Martha Kent. God damn it. God damn it, Jahan. All right.
That was actually me, and then you were like, all right.
Oh, that's fun. All right. As long as it wasn't me, I feel better about it.
Yeah, no, you were just like, all right, Alicia.
I'm okay with it. Yeah, so you're able to find them. What are you doing when you find them?
Just say hello. I'm like, hey guys, it's been a while. How
Oh,
are you
hey!
guys?
They're excited to see you. They're like, hey, it's Green! And they're like, come on in! And they invite you into their little apartment.
And I'm gonna be like, so, you remember our friend Loki?
Yeah, he was an odd one, right, hon? Yeah, he was pretty weird.
Yeah.
We don't want to cast judgment, but that boy needs Jesus.
You may be right. You may be right. But that poor boy got arrested.
Such a shame. Such a shame. Such a
It is a
young
shame.
man doing crimes.
Yeah, I mean, it was more of a misunderstanding than anything.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I hope he has a good lawyer.
Yeah.
That's Martha, obviously.
Well, Martha, I don't think a lawyer would do any good.
No? Oh, no. That's too bad. What do you mean?
Well, with the accusations, it's more of it's less like a going to jail kind of thing and more of a disappearing kind of thing.
Oh, my God. What's he accused of?
Incitement.
They'll kind of look at each other. Like,
You remember how we were kind of blessed by God to be in the right place at the right time to save you from the terrible riot?
Martha will like grab her chest and like hold her husband's hand and look at him finally and be like, I remember. Praise the Lord.
Okay.
Well,
I'm sorry, I'm doing my best. I don't know how
It's so good. It's so good.
It's because we were there at the right place at the right time to help you guys that we're, being accused of causing the riot itself.
Oh no. Your guys are in trouble for causing the riot on Ganymede?
That's what the story is, yeah.
That's crazy. If it wasn't for you, I think things would have been much worse. It's absolutely your fault, though. You guys got all those people killed. Just want to add that. Anyone watching, they are not the innocent party.
100%.
I mean, is what they did wrong? I don't know. It's pretty gray, but
I mean, the only reason I would not actually classify it as terrorism is because we were not set out to cause terror.
Yeah, terrorism does have a intention.
It has to be used to cause terror, but we are definitely insurrectionists. You bet your biscuit.
Yeah, you guys definitely insurrectionists 1000%. That's what it is. But yeah, well, geez, I wish we could do something to help them.
Yeah, me too.
What are you driving at? What are you trying to accomplish here?
Yeah, I thought I'd figure it out. I'd figure out what to ask them, but I don't know what kind of power these people have. They're just a couple of...
So, it's complicated. They have this strange, independence from the Earther government, as they have this religious freedom thing going on. They don't have a military, but they do have lawyers, and they do have that kind of power. They have money, and they have community. That's what they have.
Okay, well then here's what I want to do. I want to see if they will help get a legal team for our buddy Loki. And maybe we can get some Mormon protesters.
Give me a communication check. I often forget to do this, but I'm going to give you a bonus since they like you.
Sweet.
So go ahead and give me a communication here, because you are asking for a lot. Jesus. Well, the churn goes up.
That's three times what brought the churn up, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Meanwhile, I can't roll higher than a 10.
But no, so you'll ask, you'll be like, can we, maybe we can use your, and they'll be like, I think we could maybe help this young man out. He did seem like an awfully nice young man. Just, promise me that you're going to get him to church.
I love them.
promise you, I will get him into a church.
Okay. I like how you phrased it, but yeah, absolutely. Be like, okay, we'll see what we can do. Stay for dinner.
Great, I'd love to.
I made fresh cornbread.
Mm.
But yeah, so you have like a bomb dinner.
Nice.
Loki, they do not feed you. They do not feed you at all. Eventually, you are brought into an interrogation room.
Oh boy.
Calliope, what are you doing?
Are me and Fred Johnson still drinking?
If you so choose to be, yes.
How are we going to talk about, or how are we going to bluff Earth and Mars? You mentioned bluffing.
Well, so the key to a good bluff is to use information that's true to make them think we have proof that we don't have. So, we need to figure out if they have any missing weapons, I think. I think that's what we need to do. If we can find out that information, I could certainly leverage that. Yeah, I could definitely do that. He'll still be like thinking very deeply about the whole thing.
I'm gonna call Anderson Dawes.
Yeah, eventually. You know what? You could put it on the big screen. Fred Johnson will talk to him too.
I put it on the big screen.
Hey there, Fred. Long time no see. I see time has been good to you. You're right, I'm both people. Yeah, I guess the same could be said for you, Dawes. I hear that we have some mutual interests, finally. Some common ground. It's about time, huh? Yes, there's no reason for us to struggle with each other when the real enemy is without. I think I'm starting to agree with you a little bit. We definitely need to do something. Loki has been taken. He's going to fill him in. They're going to have a conversation. I don't want to just sit here and talk to myself for 10 minutes. But they're going to talk about what happened. They're going to compare notes. So pretty much Anderson Dawes is now up to speed. And what was your intention with calling him?
I was hoping that your OPA men might be able to gather some errant pieces of Martian power armor, Martian weaponry that may have been left behind by Protogen.
We already checked. No weapons. No power armor, that's for sure. Some weapons, yes, but just rifles and the like. We do have them, but what exactly is your interest in them?
Well, we need to prove, or at least make Mars believe that we've proven a link between Mars and Protogen.
You'll see him kind of catch on, and he'll type something, and then you guys will receive a list. And this list has serial numbers on it, and they are weapon serial numbers. He's like, they got most of them, but some of the part numbers are still there. Some of the series we were able to find. We took them all apart. You're actually pretty impressed. It's very thorough.
This is excellent, sir. Thank you.
He'll be like, yeah, I could say you owe me one, huh?
I did turn on the air. Did save a lot of people.
He'll throw his arms up and be like, yeah, you are right. Uh-oh. Vampire Bite says, promised, once 29 churn occurs,
man.
Put that 30th.
Oh, no.
So you guys are running out of time. But yeah, so no, that conversation goes well. It goes well. You guys did good. You do have some information. But now you have to find out if these serial numbers are missing. Kind of thing. But you have a lead now. That's the important part. Green, you have a great dinner. It's good stuff. I do want to know what your plan is afterwards.
Back to the ship.
Okay, so you get back to the space bullet. Oh, jeez, what happened, guys?
Oh my God, Reese. Man, Leighton is going to be so upset that he missed Loki getting arrested.
I was just sitting here kissing my chair, like I do.
That is what he does.
We'll say he's doing we'll do a little fan service. He'll be in Daisy Dukes, no shirt, doing a car wash
I'm
on the
literally
outside of the
just
ship.
imagining Shaggy.
There are a lot of cars around here.
Oh my God. It's the ultimate ship of the season. Reese/chair.
I'm raising money for my school to send me to Disney World, but yeah, Reese will be there. Long story short.
So I tell him everything that happened. Every little.
I figured you would. I'd be like, wow, that's pretty. That sounds like Loki. Loki, you're escorted into an interrogation room. They leave you in there. Pretty standard setup. Shitty chair, shitty desk. You're cuffed to the table. At this point, you're no longer wearing your own clothes. You're wearing a prison outfit.
I'm gonna stare into the camera the entire time.
You stare into the camera. You're in there. They do the whole flickering bulb trick. One of the your chair's a little wobbly. They don't give you any water. They leave you in there for you don't know how long. It feels like a long time. Give me. Let's see. What would be.
Willpower.
Yeah, willpower. Willpower. There you go. That's what I'm thinking.
I think this is our first willpower check of the game.
Quite possible.
14 with doubles.
You do pass. Yeah, you do pass that. And so you get those stunt points.
And that's 5 stunt points.
That's fine.
And I'm guessing that this should probably be a social attitude stunt.
Yeah, that's about right. You are you're trying to remain calm because they are trying to rattle you. But you're trained. You're a trained spy. So I figured you could roll.
I'm going to choose the metal attitude stunt and drive a wedge between the characters present that are trying to interrogate me.
Okay. So you're going to try and turn them against each other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So a man's going to walk into the room. How are you operating under an alias?
I just haven't given my name.
But you have a real name, right?
I do have a real name, yes.
But that is a hidden fact they would have to find.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if they can. Because you have all that Fringer stuff going for you.
Yes, I do.
Wow. I don't think a 4 does it. I got 2 1s and a 2. So there. Loki, right?
Sure.
It's not your real name.
Oh, no? What is my real name?
We can't seem to find out. Quite the mysterious character you are.
Oh, that's a real shame. Perhaps if you had a great computer hacker at your side, you could find any information you need.
Plot twist, Loki doesn't actually remember his real name.
It's too bad you locked me up in here.
Oh, so you're willing to cooperate then?
I've been asking for money for information the whole time.
Well, I mean, that won't help you with the charges that are put up against you. But so he's going to try and rattle you. Someone else will come in. A woman will come in. And she's going to be the good cop. But with your stunt points, you do manage to kind of turn them against each other. And you do so by getting her to think that she's being undermined by him. That he's being a little sexist. You kind of pull on those strings. That's low-hanging fruit. And you just kind of, with those 5 stunt points, you're able to. They don't fight in front of you, but you can tell there's some anger there. But yeah, so that's gonna go on for a while. They're gonna do back and forth. They leave you in the room. At one point, you make one of them mad, and they take your chair, so you have to like stand while chained to the table. But you rolled really well with your willpower, so you do resist this interrogation. And then, Green, you're back on the space bullet. Calliope, you just got done with your meeting with Anderson Dawes and Fred Johnson. What are you doing after that?
I think I'm following Fred Johnson's lead. Well, what's the best way to find out about these serial numbers?
Finding a good spy. That's the best way. Or any computer hacker. You do know several. You don't know that Clarissa's his handler, but you do know, I believe you met his contact. What was her name? You remember, Gary?
The one on Ganymede?
Yeah.
Her name is Wasp.
Wasp. That's what I thought. You do know her. You met her. She's a hacker. You don't know if you could trust her, but you do know her. And you could also go looking for someone new.
Does Fred Johnson have any in-house hackers?
He does not. It's not necessarily something you hire as a standard. He's not really like into espionage so far. So right now.
Right. Yeah, I guess I'll contact Wasp and this is probably not going to go well, but I'm going to try to do it as Loki.
Okay. Give me. So you might need to go into his room.
Okay, yeah.
Or
so
at least to your ship.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to Space Bullet and see what I can do about these serial numbers. And I take one last drink, and I'm on my way.
Okay, let me know if you find anything.
I will.
He's gonna call you Cal in a familiar sense.
Ah!
There you
that
go.
Loki makes her heart skip.
That's funny.
Okay, so she's gonna go back to the ship.
You go back to the ship. So you're gonna have to be giving me a technology check here, which is intelligence.
Intelligence. All right. 15 plus 6 stunt points. So what am I doing? Infiltration?
Yeah, that could be considered infiltration.
Or investigation?
Investigation is definitely better,
yeah. Yeah.
So in order to break into Loki's computer, you're going to need to spend a couple fortune.
Okay.
Specifically 2.
All right, I'll spend 2 because I have that. 2 are spent. Let's see, investigation. Let's see.
So you accomplish this task by actually going inside his computer and physically resetting a certain password, which you can do in certain computers.
I got it. All right. So first for infiltration, let's see. I'm going to bring down the churn by 1. And negate what I just added to it. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to use the rest of them for breakthrough. So you gain not only information, but some form of incontrovertible proof.
So, what that means is you don't contact Wasp. Or no,
I do it all myself.
Yeah, you do. You're trying to find out who would be the best person for the job. And you're looking into how the Martians set up their what do you call them? Inventories. You're looking into that, and you're like, who would be able to find out about this? And you're like, all right. So you start looking up like warehouse managers, that kind of stuff, and you just keep moving up the ranks. And eventually, you just kind of are like, wait a second. If I just look into this guy's computer, which I can do right now, I could find out myself. With that roll, with the breakthrough stunt points. In the age system, that's just how it works. You do, in fact, get the evidence that they are missing these guns, and the same shipment that went missing also did have power armor, so you do have proof now.
Yes. All right. I am super excited. I'm going to.
It took you about an hour and a half, but you do
okay.
this.
I'm going to. First, I'm going to save it on the hard drive. Save the evidence on the hard drive. I'm going to save it on a flash disk, and I'm going to save it to Loki's private cloud. And then I'm going to take the flash disk, and I don't want to risk communication right now, so I'm going to run back to Johnson.
All right. Green, what do you do? Do you go with her, or do you stay on the ship?
I don't think I even noticed that anybody was home.
Green and Reese are both here.
Will I be in trouble for this?
Oh
scene?
yeah, they are looking for you. Yeah, if you don't want to be like, hey, here I am, but you could still leave the ship.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just kind of like maybe wear a hat. You know. The Green follows you like in a low profile, like a hoodie with sunglasses.
That's cute.
And you guys head back to Fred Johnson with this new evidence. Loki, you're getting beat up in a cell.
Sounds like something I would do.
They're like throwing water on you now. They like kick your chair out. You're not in a prison. You're on a military spaceship, and they're like torturing you. It's kind of fucked up. But yeah, at that, we're gonna go ahead and take our fiver. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching so far. We'll be back in like 5 to 7, and go ahead, everybody at home, drink some water, go to the bathroom, and take care of yourself. And we'll see you guys soon. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays the Expanse by Green Ronin Publishing. I am still the Game Master, Johannanon.
I'm the co-host, Casualty CDG, but you can call me Gary, and since we're playing The Expanse by Green Ronin,
I'll be playing the part of Loki, the hacker aboard this space bullet.
Oh, hello. I'm Alicia Benissa. A little bit out of it today. Excuse me. I'll be playing Cal Constant. She's a navigator. And you can find me on Twitter at Hidden Audio, where I talk about scary stuff.
Spooky stuff.
And hey, folks, I'm Matt, but tonight I'm playing Friend of the Mormons.
The Mormon Whisperer.
Yeah, so where we last left off, Calliope and Green had obtained, Calliope mostly, but they had obtained proof that the weapons used in the attack on Ceres Station were hijacked Martian weapons. That's all the real evidence that you have of anything involving this. That's your main evidence. But yeah, so you guys, we're going to fast forward. You guys walk through the habitation ring, blah, blah, blah. You get to the gondola. This journey takes about 30 minutes, usually. Just FYI. Just back and forth, 30 minutes. It's not too bad. You guys get back to Fred Johnson's office. You see, he's sitting behind his table, looking at something on his computer.
I hold up the flash drive. I got it.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah, it was a lucky break.
It was a very lucky break. But yeah, so he'll take a look at it. You guys will pull it up. But I think I can use this. I think I can do something with this. He's going to be like, you can't be here, though. Wait in the lobby. He'll tell
All right.
He's going to, fix up. He looked kind of askew when you came in. He was, all messy. He was being a sloppy bitch. But he starts calling the Martians with this new information. Like, hello, it's Fred Johnson here. And then that's where the doors close. I think I'm gonna roll for him. He has some good evidence. Let's see how charismatic this man is. He's pretty charismatic. Ooh, do I get to add churn when I roll 6s on the drama dice? I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't think so. All right, so
That would be super unfair. You could just roll for every NPC.
that's go. This guy's gonna hold the door open for you. Churn. But yeah, no. So you guys, after it's about 45 minutes. He's talking. At one point, you hear him buzzing his assistant. She runs in. She runs out. Some guy goes in the room. An OPA member goes in the room. Then comes back out. A lot of people go in and out. Some stuff's going down. There's a power play going on. You guys gave him some ammunition. And eventually, we'll go back to Loki. Loki, they're throwing. You're passed out from getting beat up, and they're throwing water on you again until you agree to help them do what they want you to do. But they're not going to pay you. They're not going to, blah, 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 that kind of thing.
Yes, I'll help you. As soon as the 600,000 clears in my bank account.
And then you fade to black, and you wake up again to water. But this time, someone comes in the room, starts whispering in your interrogator's ear. Be like, really? He looks at Loki. And he's like, son of a bitch. He walks up and he kicks you in the ribs really hard. And then they get you.
Bad ribs.
They get you up. and they take you out, and they like dress you up, they like clean you up. He takes you to the doctor, and the doctor looks at him like, "You motherfucker!" Like he's like, "Not again! Like you can't bring in these half dead people. I'm not a wizard." Like
I was like this when I came in.
he'll like raise an eyebrow. You'll be like, "All right, whatever you say, pal," and he'll start fixing you up. And it feels good. You get like local anesthetic, that kind of thing.
I'm gonna wink at the guy as he's on his way out, and thanks for the good time.
And eventually, yeah, you are.
I'm like really into Loki, just like casually, like not casually, but like flirting with everybody when he's being threatened by them. I'm like, yes, good energy.
You are going. They tell you, so we're gonna let you go now, Loki.
So yes, I thought you might come to that conclusion. Let me know if I could be of any service. But next time, show up with the buckets full of cash.
We're going to be keeping an eye on you.
Good luck.
But yeah, after that, you are. So they're leading you off the ship now. They have uncuffed you, but you still have a military escort. They're not letting you out of their sight. And as you are led off the ship, before you get off, the entire ship rocks.
Right.
Cal, Green, you guys are welcomed back into the office of Fred Johnson. Like, we've arranged for his release. The Martian government doesn't want this getting out. We have to watch our backs, though, lest we find a knife in it. So, and as he's talking, you guys see like his face illuminated by this like explosion light outside. There is the battle cruiser that Loki is on is assaulted by another ship.
Is it a protogen ship?
It's hard to tell from here. It doesn't look like the ones you've seen before. In fact, you, as a navigator from Earth, recognize it as an Earth ship.
Sir, we got a problem.
There's like a red light comes on. He calls Drummer, get out there now, scramble the ships, and they start launching their ships. This new ship, it's an Earth ship, it's large, it's not as big as the Martian ship, but it caught them completely unawares, and it's just straight up assaulting them in the port.
Why is this happening?
What do you two do?
Why is this happening?
Why is this happening? It's a good question. It's a very good question.
I feel as though I need to run towards the battle.
Probably. That's a good idea.
Cal doesn't know what to do.
Loki, so you fall down to your knees. You guys are under attack. And you can tell the ship that you're on starts to move immediately. There's like the whoomp, whoomp, whoomp. Oh shit, we're under attack! People screaming, hard to starboard, get your blah blah. They'll just be shouting jargon. Everyone's yelling.
Of course we are. How large is this ship that I'm in?
Very big. It's one of the biggest you've ever been on. It's not as big as the Navarro, but it is like a full battle cruiser.
Good chance there's a ship on here then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to find my own ship.
There's still two guys with you, but they look unsure of what to do.
Are you going to escort me off or man your battle stations?
Do we put it back in the cell? I don't know. Go ahead and, you can try and talk your way out of it.
I've already been freed. I'm already clear.
It's very true.
I rolled a 16.
You're free and clear. They'll look at each other and be like, crap. Be like, be like, don't do anything bad. I don't know. They chastise you one last time. They run off.
I look around and then immediately walk down the hall, and you see a sign on the wall that says shuttles or something with an arrow pointing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Following that red line.
So as you're going towards that thing, everyone, there's a bunch of people in the hallway, both ways, in front of you, behind you. The people in front of you get sucked out through the side of the now open wall. You start to as well, but a door shuts in front of you. It gets compartmentalized, but something hit the ship. Someone shot it.
They shot the big ship?
Yeah, the big ship just got shot by something. It's getting lit up right now. Whoop, whoop, whoop. But yeah, so Green, Calliope, you guys are on your way back to your ship.
Yeah, I think Calliope realized, like, that's the ship Loki's on.
It is the ship Loki's on. Yeah, absolutely.
We gotta go save our buddy.
So you guys are, well, just for sake of ease, you guys do make it back to your ship. It does take you a little less time because you're running. But yeah, you guys do make it back. What's your plan?
What's our plan, Green? Do we just go out? I mean, what do we do? Do we draw off the Earth ship by attacking it? That seems like the best idea, but then it puts Space Bullet, like, right on its radar.
Yeah, that seems like suicide.
At this point, there are other ships engaged in combat with the Earth ship.
There are other ships engaged, so we could do it.
There's like a whole battle going on just outside the station. It's very dangerous. It's too close. Like, it's going to, like, Tycho Station's going to have a breach. It's only a matter of time.
We gotta do something, Green.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go pick him up.
I'm gonna take her out.
All right, Reese, buckle up. Buckle up, bitches.
Here we go. Oh, jeez. And he fires it up. You guys take off. And you guys hurtle towards the, let's see, let's give it a name. This is the Martian ship. We'll just call it the Ares. That's a good name for a Martian ship.
That is a good name for a Martian ship.
So the Ares will be in front of you. You guys, it's huge compared to your ship. It's gigantic. It could fit like 30 of your ships in there. It won't, but it could. And then you see the Earth ship. What are you focusing on? Which one are you heading towards?
So I personally think that we should head towards the Earth ship and distract it, because I don't think we're gonna be able to, like, find Loki, like,
it would be a tall order, yeah.
Yeah.
So a bunch of other ships about the same size as yours are also leaving Tycho and heading towards the Earther ship. And they're just shooting torpedoes off. And the Earth ship's PDCs are going, just spraying all over the place, like, there's explosions going on all over the place. Loki, back to you. Where are you doing? Your way is cut off now. You have to relocate.
I'm going to see if I can't, like, take a ladder or something to get down faster.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Give me a navigation or perception.
Ooh, perception.
To try and see a clear way. Yeah, that's pretty good.
20.
So yeah, you just jump down this ladder that you see that's right there. It's like this way, like emergency exit kind of shit. You slide on down.
I'm gonna make a run for it across, like, the cargo hold, running for whatever shuttle I see.
Absolutely. So there are actually escape pods.
Yeah, I'll take an escape pod. That seems like a thing.
So, like, there are other people that are trying to get on board that are not military. There are people that got caught on this ship that didn't want to be here during combat. A lot of civilians, contractors, that kind of stuff. People trying to get in. Go ahead. How are you trying to make sure that you're on one of these? What are you doing? Are you talking your way on? You sneaking on? You fighting on?
I'm just gonna run onto one with a bunch of other people.
Go ahead. Go ahead and try and sneak on board. Sneak on past.
Perfect. Oh, a 90.
Hey, well, there's not enough room on this ship, and someone's gonna, like, punch you. You're, like, in a tussle now.
Great.
It's not a very high roll. It's almost the lowest.
May I roll an empathy perception to see if there's anybody willing, any of these ships nearby willing to let somebody else get on?
Yeah, you can try and gauge the people.
I rolled a 20 on that one.
Yeah, you see someone like standing at the door looking around, like trying to get people on.
I'll make eye contact with them, like, helplessly. Like, please, you have room for one more.
Come on!
Run over, jump on that one.
You jump on that one, and then they're like, let's go, button it up! And they fucking... They shoot off their boosters and they take off. Not towards anything in particular. They're just trying to get out of the line of fire. And at that, Calliope and Green, you guys are on the ship. You guys see these drop pods escaping from the larger ship. And you see some of them just get blasted by the PDCs, which is weird. The PDCs normally will defend the ship. It seems like they purposely targeted the escape pods, which is kind of fucked up. But
the Martian?
The Earther ship.
The Earther ship.
Yeah, the Earther ship's like doing some ruthless shit right now.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
What are you guys doing?
Hey, Green.
Yeah.
Want to help me target the bridge?
Yes.
Okay,
So
yeah, go ahead. So we can go into the space combat turns. So go ahead and give me a command check, Calliope. Use your communication. Let's see how that goes.
14.
14. That's not bad. So you don't generate extra stun points, but you do get the 3. You still get the 3. I do believe that's how that works. And then it's, I think, the technological warfare, which Loki normally does. I'll just have Reese do it. Let's see how this goes. Watch out for the PDCs on the left are busy, and he's gonna start steering that way. He'll make a pilot check. Boom, boom. Alrighty, who wants to shoot the weapons? I bet you Green does.
Yeah, I'll shoot some weapons.
Yeah, Reese does a whole like corkscrew. You guys are like zipping around some stuff. Go ahead and shoot. Shoot right at the bridge there, Green.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Finally, something Green's not good at. So you like light up, you just hit nothing but space. And Reese and Calliope just kind of look at you like, what the fuck, Green?
Sorry, I'm figuring it out.
It's okay, you're still zeroing it in. As all these ships start shooting the Earth ship, it starts to turn. And it starts to leave. Not before it does massive damage to this Martian ship.
Like catastrophic damage?
It's pretty bad. If they weren't next to one of the largest engineering stations in the system, they might be in a lot of trouble. But it's still savable. But it's just, damn, they fucked up. They destroyed like the whole top part. There's people. You can see people floating. It's pretty bad.
Jeez.
It's pretty bad.
Will we have like a ballpark of casualties?
Man, there's probably at least 1,000 people dead.
Oh, great.
It was pretty bad. It's a very large ship, a lot of crew, and it was.
Calliope's just like,
attack.
stop doing war crimes.
There are a lot of war crimes out here. So let me see how they do. So they start turning, and they're kind of at a weird angle as they're turning, and they kind of level out, and they start moving forward away from everybody. Not very fast though. They seem like they kind of fucked it up a little bit. But yeah, you guys pursuing?
No, I feel like we should be rescuing now if they've stopped attacking. Does that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys want to try and save some people.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you're going to be checking for beacons. You're going to be like looking for who's in danger. You see a lot of beacons pop up as soon as you scan. Give me a communication still.
Not great.
There's so many, so you're just gonna pick. You're just gonna randomly pick. You can definitely. That wasn't to see if you find one. It's just to see if you find like the right ones.
Oh, okay.
But so you see a couple people that are out in space, like they were wearing suits when they got blown out, so they're just like in this field of bodies, like, hey, hey. Green, you recognize they're doing Belter sign language.
Okay. Let's go pick up those guys.
All right, let's boogie.
Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
Yeah, so you boogie on over there. It's more interesting when someone has to roll to pilot. But it's just me. So, Reese pilots, like, he scoops them up. Like, he's like a claw game master. Just like, he grabs them. They're in the airlock now. And so as you pick them up, you realize that they're Belter contractors that work for Tycho that were aboard the station doing some maintenance. And they got blown out into space. You do save them.
Jesus.
They're like, yeah, lucky we were wearing our spacesuits.
No kidding.
Yeah.
But you save 3 lives there. I guess I'll note that. You do save some people.
How many people can we fit on our ship?
Actually, quite a few. Like, if you're just trying to cram them in, you can fit a lot of people.
Yeah, I think we are just trying to cram him in.
Okay, so we can expedite that process. Since you guys, now that I know what you guys are doing, go ahead. Yeah, give me, it's going to be how well you can find them and how quickly. So give me another communication check.
13.
It's better. And Green, what can Green do?
Yeah, what can I do?
I'm gonna say Green. You're looking out the window with your peepers. So go ahead and give me a perception.
Will an 8 do it?
You're looking the wrong way. You're like you're looking at Tycho. You're like, I don't see anybody. And Calliope's like, the other side, Green. But you guys go around. You scoop up. Let's see. What did you get? You got a 13. I will roll a dice for each of your drama dice. Oh, that's not very good. So all in all, you get 10 people on board.
Okay.
So you get the 3 that were free floating, and then you manage to get to one of the shuttles that got PDC'd, and you manage to save the people that definitely would have died very soon.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you have some people saved. Loki, you're on this ship in the middle of nowhere. What are you doing?
I'd like to cut off any beacons that we have. I want to make sure we can't be targeted.
Okay. And you're trying to do this secretly, I believe, right?
No, I'm fine with doing it in front of everybody.
Okay, go ahead and give me the technology then.
14 is what I rolled with doubles.
Not bad.
And so I'm just gonna stand up and be like, they're shooting down ships, and start scrambling with the computer.
We need to get our sensors off immediately. We need to go dark.
Yeah, hurry! Like the guy that helped you get on board is like, yeah, do it! Like, ah! He's all scared.
Would you call that infiltration?
Yeah, I guess.
Get rid of 2 of them, baby. Roll that churn back 2, please.
I'm gonna get you guys one day.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
But yeah, so you do go dark. That explains why Cal and Green couldn't find you. But eventually, the ship does have its own propulsion, and it can make it to Tycho. Fortunately, you do make it. Things are going down, as they tend to do after these things. There's a lot of panic. You see, I guess Green and Cal, you guys see that the Belter ships are pursuing the Earther ship.
Okay.
They're like launching missiles and shit.
Deserved.
Yeah. What are you guys doing now? You guys save pretty much everyone you can.
Is there like a signal that we could? No, I mean Loki obviously knows we're looking for him. I guess should we just bring them back to Tycho? Green?
Yeah.
Right. We're gonna bring you all back to Tycho.
Yay! Everybody cheers. You guys take them back to Tycho. You guys are back at the dock. There's a lot of activity going on. A lot of people are going in and out with ships, trying to salvage stuff, clear debris, that kind of thing. And you can find Loki. Loki's back.
Oh,
So Loki
hey, how are
Loki-
you two doing?
comes to the ship, or
yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. You guys can find each other.
Loki, thank God.
No joke, I thought I was gonna be spaced for sure. Thanks for saving me, by the way. That was
Yeah,
close.
you see his face. He got the crap beat out of him.
Why did you out yourself?
I didn't out myself. I outed Protogen.
Loki, you outed yourself as an insurrectionist.
Well, someone has to lead this revolution. No one can be trusted. Except for us.
I look at Green like,
Come on.
No,
Green
you
wants, you know
you're
Green wants revolution. He threw the stone.
I mean,
That's
like,
true.
revolution is one thing. Like, declaring to the current leaders that you threw the first stone.
Well, to be fair, Green threw the first stone.
That's true.
Yeah, right through the window of the Oshkosh Bagash. I don't.
And I didn't incriminate Green.
That's true.
Okay.
I stole a Martian's weapon.
But now that you have gotten into this, what do I have to pay for the best navigator to stay on board?
I mean, I go where Reese goes, so take it up with him. But
Oh,
I did get proof. Sorry, I went into your computer, and I did get proof that that Mars has been missing shipments that wound up at Protogen. So Fred Johnson, that's how we got you out. We leaned on Mars for that. So I don't know what's going to come of that now, and I don't particularly know what we should do now. I'm feeling a bit scatterbrained, to be honest.
A lot just happened. Yeah. Seems like every episode a lot happens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's not
think
my
of
fault.
utmost importance is to survive this assault. But we couldn't have picked a better time to be assaulted. At least the Martians are here to defend us.
What?
Are they?
I
The
just-
Martians were shooting at us.
No, that was the Earth.
Oh,
Right.
that's right. Right.
Should we go back to Fred Johnson again? I don't.
You can. Yeah, no, whatever you guys can do whatever you want. I am
Yeah, what
totally.
should we
I'm
do?
ready. I'm ready for it.
What-
So the station is like currently still being assaulted, right?
No. So the ship that was attacking the Martian ship left.
Okay.
And it's being pursued by Tycho's own ships. The Martian ship cannot pursue them.
I wonder if anyone is able to get the scan on that ship. I should be able to cross-reference to see if it was Protogen.
Probably somebody did.
Yes, probably somebody. In fact, this ship probably did. I think Reese did it at the beginning
Probably.
when he scanned to see where their PVCs
Oh,
were facing.
yeah.
You did scan the ship. So you're trying to. What are you trying to figure out here?
See if this is a Protogen ship with Protogen numbers on it.
Gotcha. Yeah, go ahead.
Do I have to roll anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Intelligence.
Ooh, I clipped cryptography, but I can click intelligence. Or you can just subtract 2.
Yeah, subtract 2.
17?
Yeah, no, you're able to. So you find the number, it doesn't match Protogen numbers. The reason why Protogen numbers are in a series is because they're all from the same Martian factory. This one is an Earth ship, and it is not registered. It's an unregistered Earth ship.
Hmm.
Do you know anything about that, Calliope?
What exactly does that mean?
No, just like what are Earth authors do with this stuff? Do you have any like what does it mean?
Perhaps they could be
Okay,
pirates.
would I know what it means?
It's so the things that it means publicly, like outwardly, the obvious things are like that was an act of war. Very bad, very public, very obvious, and very just awful. There's already people talking about it, like on the news and shit.
I mean, like the fact that it's an unregistered ship.
The fact that it's unregistered could mean a lot of things. Could mean it's stolen. Could mean that it was made illegally. It could be a covert ship.
Yeah, my guess is that it's a covert ship, Green.
Hmm.
But in any case, we should tell Fred Johnson at least that it's an unregistered ship. We can either call him and Oko ourselves.
You would assume that a lot of people know already.
Oh, okay, cool. Now what?
That's a good question.
Well, we can follow up on some of the black site locations, or we can pursue this ship. Try to see who attacked us, from where, why.
That is, I guess it just depends which thread we want to tug and who we want to meet up with. Do we want to work with Tycho OPA or Ceres OPA? Because I did pass all the black site locations to Anderson Dawes.
Well, we were only here to make a delivery, and the delivery's been made. Perhaps we've made enough trouble for ourselves for one afternoon.
Green is like, there could always be more trouble.
Loki, you're going to receive a communication.
I was wondering when that was going to happen.
It's Clarissa. You can tell she's hurt.
Injured?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
She's like bleeding out of her head. She's like, Loki.
Go on, go ahead. This channel's clear.
It was all a setup.
Of course it
They're
was.
trying to start something. You have to make sure that you, and then it cuts off. That's it. That's all you get.
I'm gonna look at you, other guy. I look at Calliope and Green.
So are we
And,
supposed to try to
Reese.
convince somebody that wasn't an act of war?
You can. Yeah, you can try to be on that side of things. Because, I mean, who knows? Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. You don't know. You don't really know her. She's a spy. She could be trying to do her own thing. You don't know. It's up to you guys. I'm just giving you the rope. You
What do you
guys-
think, Loki? We've got 3 threads to tug now.
She has no reason to lie. Perhaps it was a setup. But right now all we have is an unregistered Earther ship firing on the Martian military.
Yeah, that's bothering me a lot. I would like, I don't know what you guys think. I would like to pursue the Earther ship.
They attacked our home. I'm not opposed.
Let's do it.
Boogie.
So you guys want to try to follow. So you won't be following. You'll be tracking at this point. At this point, it'll be
Yeah, it'll be pretty
tracking
far
the
away.
ship. But that's fine. You guys can do that. So I'm excited. All right. So Reese will take you guys back out. You guys are reunited, and it feels so good. You guys are back out in space, and you're heading in the general direction that the ship. You guys punch it. You guys are flying high through space. How are you trying to find this place? I need somebody to do a scanner check. Loki's back, so he can be the person to do that.
I have rolled a 16 on the scanner check with my scanner brain.
With that, you are able to pick up their trail, their ionization trail, as it were. And you see that a lot of the Tycho ships are also heading that way. So this is much more exciting when the pilot is the person rolling.
I know.
I'm gonna do it.
We miss you,
Here,
Layton.
you know what? I'll do it. Since it is,
Layton.
let's see. Sir Isaac Schittengass. Look at that. Where is he? Where's Layton? Reese. There he is. I'm gonna actually roll it, and you guys can like see stuff. I don't care. There it goes.
How on earth?
I'm glad I rolled that on the table.
Oh shit!
He's still got a 10 though. So he doesn't completely wreck the ship, but he does not catch up at all. You guys can continue to follow, but you guys are not closing distance as of right now.
I don't mind that personally because I would like to see where they go as much as where they're going.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll say that's since he is a good pilot, I'll excuse it by being like, you guys are hanging back, you know. So what is your plan here? What exactly are you doing? What do you?
Well, I would like to make a navigation check to see if I can guess where they're going.
That's a good one. I was hoping you would say that. I just didn't want to tell you to do it.
14 with 5 stunt points.
Spend those stunt points. And yeah, 14's pretty solid.
Okay.
And this is, I would say, this is a navigation investigation.
Yeah.
So right now, like flat out, you can tell they're heading in the direction of the outer system. Like they are heading further out, which is weird. It's an Earth ship. Why would they be doing that? Like the Earther military doesn't go out that way. It's too far from the center.
All right. So first, I want to use 1 point on a flashback.
Okay.
To see if I recall anything about like living on Earth. And then I would like down the rabbit hole. If this test, oh wait, did it lead? Yeah, it led to a reveal that they went farther out. So the GM also provides a brand new lead about a new subject that will lead to greater rewards.
New lead to a new subject. We're gonna have to think about that one.
You gotta think about what else is out this way.
Yeah. So yeah, you are pursuing this Earther ship, and it's not heading towards anything. It's not heading towards any of the Protogen bases. It's heading the wrong way for everything. You exclude every known variable. Like the only thing that's out that way is like Pluto, and no one goes to Pluto. There's no reason. It's too far away. But yeah, that's what your and what's your flashback? The flashback is supposed to help you with this, right?
The flashback, let's see, it says, this test reminds you of something important you forgot. The GM reveals the identity or existence of another source of information you didn't know about, or you treat one of your tangential focuses as a primary one on the next test you make to unlock a lead related to this test.
Okay, so you can get a bonus on like your next test because of this.
Yeah.
So the only thing, you have a flashback to like those stories that you loved when you were a kid, about space pirates, and how they would stash their ships out far away, usually near like some sort of asteroid. You hear a lot of stories about that kind of thing, and that's what your flashback. It'll be one of your parents reading you a story, like Treasure Planet from Disney or something.
Okay.
And that'll give you a boost to help you find this. But yeah, so you guys continue to pursue this trail, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually going to start to become less of like, an active search and more of like days. You guys are following this trail for days. And eventually you realize that the other ships are no longer pursuing. It's just you now.
So just to be clear, like all ships have to be manned, right? Like this is not an totally
Not necessarily.
Autonomous. Okay.
You can remote operate a ship.
Loki, can you check to see if there's anybody aboard that ship?
Of course, I can scan for life forms. Make sure life support's online.
So you can check your previous scans.
Oh, that's right. They're not close enough.
They're
this
not close
time.
enough to scan. You can't see them, but you are
Pour
following.
back over my scans.
You guys did scan them. You can go over that. So go ahead and give me an intelligence check. This is an investigation.
I've rolled a 12.
The life support's on. The life support was on.
It's likely it's being manned, or else they would cut off life support to conserve energy to run us further to the edge.
Maybe they would. Yeah,
If they
or
were
they're
smart.
very smart. But the life support was on. Nothing seemed to suggest you didn't pick up any like radio remote signals, nothing like that. And at this Loki, so you would know, I guess, that you would probably be able to pick up a broadcast if they were being remotely led out here, because there's nothing else around. You would see it.
Yeah, so I'll fire up the scanners again and see if there's anything broadcasting out this way.
Yeah, go ahead and see if there's a broadcast.
I rolled a 15.
You rolled a churn. So yeah,
You did.
you don't pick up a signal.
Yes, it looks like it's being manned.
It does. All the evidence points to it being a man ship.
Okay. Well, listen to this. So, when I was a kid, my parents used to tell me stories, and which kind of got me on my story kick to begin with. And some of my favorites were about space pirates. And my parents always told me that space pirates stash their ships in deeper space, so that there's no reason to go looking for them, and that people are less likely to find them.
Green, Belchers do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You guys think this has anything to do with Marcus Inaris?
Could be.
I'm just here for the conversation.
What do you think we should do, Green? I feel like this is your area of expertise now.
Cool. So, where's the ship going again? Have we figured it out?
You don't know where it's heading. It looks like it's heading nowhere. It's heading to the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
You guys are about to head through the Kuiper Belt, which is the landmark of being very far out.
Okay. And how far away is the ship from us?
You would estimate at this rate they've widened the gap. They're probably, if you continue at your normal pace, a day ahead of you at this point. You can tell at some point they punched it.
Gotcha. So what are our options here?
Your options are to follow the trail to the end and hope that you don't miss them, or turn around, or try to find something out here. So you can follow the ship, you can leave, or you can try to find something else out here. Those are mostly your options.
Gotcha. I think we should follow the ship.
I agree. Keep following the signal.
That's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
So, I need another technology check to follow the trail. You guys enter the belt.
I rolled an 11.
So you guys fly through. Let's just roll real quick for Reese. Reese doesn't hit any asteroids, which is good. But you guys fly through the belt again, and you lose the trail, Loki. It disappeared as you pass through the belt. You don't see
I've
it.
lost the trail. It means they're around here somewhere.
It might mean that.
Circle back. Let me try again. Let me see if I can pick something up, Reese.
He also does not crash you that time. You guys are flying now. You guys are flying around amongst the belt itself. Chunks of ice. You guys have to. One of the things you have to watch out for are the micro meteors that are just pea-sized little debris that can rip through your ship. Like that kind of thing. You guys are in a dangerous place. There's a lot of debris around. But Loki, yeah, give me that check again.
Can I, should I scanners or can I perception seeing to try to glare out the window to see if I can find something?
You could, but man, that's space though.
It is
His
space.
face is big.
Space big.
It was more of a game master thing. Do you want me to roll the same check over?
I want you to
again?
roll the same check again, yeah.
Okay, not a problem.
It's pretty much the only game in town right now.
I rolled another 11.
You rolled another 11, yeah, it's pretty good.
With twosies, which is still not a success, really.
Would you like to spend any fortune?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think I'll spend a fortune.
A fortune doesn't get you anything.
think I'll
2
spend-
gets you the challenging.
2 fortune.
Okay. So you are able to pick something up. You pick up a large body out here somewhere. You're not sure what it is. You pick up a large object. It could just be a metal-rich asteroid.
Here you are, Reese. I have a reading over here. Something large, not moving.
You guys fly over to it. I'll bring us in closer. Why do I know Large Marge?
What?
That's from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Right. I know that. Vampire said Large Marge. I was like, why do I know that?
See, oh man, I was hoping Vampire was naming an NPC Large Marge.
Ah, very good.
Oh, that'd be funny. No, you gotta pay the toll. Gotta pay the troll toll.
To enter this boy's soul.
The boy's soul? Yeah. So, you guys approach this giant... It's a pretty large asteroid. And it is... You're scanning it. You can't pick up... It's pretty metal-rich. And as you guys start to circle it, you do, in fact, see, visibly, the ship is off. But it's out there.
The ship is just totally shut down, like no life support?
Totally shut down.
There's no life support or anything?
No life support, nothing.
Oh, there's definitely something inside that asteroid.
They must have known we were coming. They're laying dark. We should send a message back.
If you want to.
What do we say?
I think we need to let Fred Johnson know that we've located the ship and that all Martians and everyone else searching pulled off. We're the only ones who followed. This is fishy.
Alright, so we'll send that message, and then I feel like we should just hang back and watch for a while and see what happens.
I would like to encrypt that message so it can't be picked up by the
Give me
pirates.
cryptography.
Okay. I rolled a 20.
Yep. Ain't nobody reading that. That's almost the nigh impossible.
I'm going to send it to the terminal of my personal friend, Corporal Michael Bensley on board the Tycho Bridge.
Yeah, Michael Bensley will receive your message in like a day. You guys are pretty far away now. Yeah, but you send back the tight beam. It's encrypted, and then you guys sit and watch. Do you guys sit with like everything on? What are you guys doing?
Hell no.
Like, be specific here.
We need to cut as much power as possible. We need to output no signal.
So you guys go dark, and you're sitting there watching for how long? Are you willing to do this?
How long are we willing to do this?
I was going to say I look at Calliope.
Cal is willing to go as long as we can stand.
Same. And what's the plan here? I don't want to try to siege a pirate base alone.
I don't want to seize a pirate base either. I just want to know... I just want to see, like, at least who they are and where they're going from here.
Let's
I could go take a peek.
If
What does
Green's
that
going,
mean?
if Green's going, I'm going.
Let me take a look at something real quick. Where's green sheet? Here it is. What do you got?
There's probably incriminating evidence on board. Who paid them? Why they were there? Who they are?
You just said you don't want to siege a pirate.
But if Green is going, I'll sneak on.
So
I don't want
Green.
to siege it.
give me an intelligence check. This is gonna be a common knowledge roll since you're
Okay.
Since you're my belter, I'm a belter boy. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
So you just are not convinced one way or the other right now whether or not there is a base. Sometimes belters will just leave a ship near something large. It kind of adds a little protection. It's kind of like a space bike lock.
Gotcha.
You know, it's just kind of safer to put. So there might be. It is big enough for there to be a secret base in there. It is. But you're not sure if there is one in there.
Yeah.
But then why would everything be off?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to go find out.
Oh, boy.
I mean, if everything's off, like, why would there be people? But you're saying people are, like, not in the ship anymore. You're saying
The
they're
life
in-
support's off, the power's
Well-
off, it's dead. It's dead in the
Yeah.
water.
I mean, I'm not convinced that there's anyone there anymore.
What do you mean, Green? They suddenly pulled up, parked their ship, and vanished into thin air?
Unless they had another ship here that we didn't see.
Or had, rather.
Yeah, and moved on to that ship to get away.
There were no additional radiation trails leaving this area.
Did you check for additional radiation trails or just the one?
When we came in, we ran out of trails. Just the one went dry.
You lost the trail, yeah.
Hmm.
That is true.
Well,
Yeah.
it could be because it's a different kind of ship.
Could be.
I guess I just have to trust your absolutely insane judgment.
I'll scanners again, just for everyone's sake. Bloop, bloop.
It's
Scanners.
pretty good. So you get some kind of reading, like maybe something passed through here a long time ago. You do not pick up another ship, however. But, I mean, that is a high roll. So with that, it's a good roll. So it is possible they had some sort of stealth ship hiding out here. And if that's the case, it could still be around watching you.
Perhaps there's a low emissions stealth ship around here. We have something strange on the readings.
You're a Martian. You know about Martian stealth technology and how good it can be. So there could be like a death cruiser just sitting there waiting for you. You don't know.
How would I go about detecting that?
There is no way to detect a Martian stealth ship. That's why the technology is like super, like only there's not much of it around. It's very rare. But it's not to say that is a Martian stealth ship.
Yeah, it'll be a fleeting thought in Loki's mind. The more he thinks about it, the more terrified he gets that they're in the crosshairs of a Martian battlecruiser. And
Yeah,
then
I
he
was telling you
flush-
to make you scared.
He
'cause
just
it's funny.
flushes it out altogether and says nothing.
I'm instilling fear.
This stinks and I don't like it, but I don't want to leave because they could get away. So I guess I'll just let you guys do your thing.
Ain't
Not that
nothing
I have any
but a
control
thing.
over you.
Chicken wing.
Let's do it. I suit up. I'm ready to go.
I will also suit up.
I'm gonna stay in the ship with Reese.
I'm afraid you may have to get us close since we don't have an escape shuttle. I'm not as good at Green as jumping out into space.
Good point. That would be like a Reese thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Reese,
Yeah.
do you think if I was able to open the hangar doors on that ship, you could park this ship inside?
You want to park this ship inside the other ship? Okay.
You want
We may be able to remotely access their controls.
you want me to park this Big Mac ship right in the vertical garage?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So you want to park in their ship?
Yes.
Their ship, you could dock with them. They don't have a hangar large enough for your ship.
Okay.
Because they're not a battlecruiser. They are small. They were smaller than the ship they attacked.
So we can't park inside.
You can't park inside.
You can't park inside, but you can dock.
Okay.
Airlock to airlock. Standard procedure.
It's probably smarter to board the ship than to board the station direct.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the ship is not docked to anything. It is just like sitting there next to this asteroid.
God, I fucking hate this. Let's dock with the fucking ship.
It's not great. It's pretty scary. I like how scared you guys are. It makes me happy.
How much do you want to bet there are zombies?
Most of the information we're after should be on board that ship's systems anyways. We may not have to go any further.
Let's do it.
So you guys are going to go on board?
I'm going to look at Green, and
You're in charge of the boarding party. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, let's dock. Let's dock.
All right. We're docking. That's all I needed to hear. I'll make Reese roll, but odds are this isn't very difficult. So, yep. He pulls on up. You guys dock. Your bridge shoots across to their door and latches on successfully. Successfully latches on.
All right. I guess I don't need to be here if we're not out in space, so I'll go too.
Suits or no suits?
Suits, for sure. Everybody got their new mag gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you guys have those cool mag gloves now. Yeah. So you guys go across. The ship's locked up. So Loki, if you would be so kind.
Of course.
I don't need to ask who's gonna do it. I know.
I've rolled a 15 with 5 stun points.
You did. Yeah, go ahead. This is going to be
Infiltration, right? We're infiltrating a ship.
I mean, 10.
5. Take away 5 of them, baby.
Take away 5.
Reel them in. Reel them 5 back. That's for you, Matt. Those were your 5 fucking churn points that you put up.
Take them away, toys.
It's okay. I've been looking at the churn rules. We're gonna have to talk after stream.
Oh no.
I've been messing
And
up.
we just
Thanks for the
Raid
raid,
incoming.
Chris.
Wow. Thank you so much for the raid, Chris. We really appreciate it.
Hey, I heard Chris is coming to Houston this weekend. I would go see him, say what's up, and hang out, but everyone's dying from COVID again here. So I'll just have to say, hopefully next time we can meet up, man.
Yeah, Chris.
So your family has
welcome
said hi.
back to Houston. This is Crispy Cream Pones. Go ahead and check out his Twitch channel if you don't already follow him. He's a friend of the show. We appreciate it. We appreciate it, buddy. But yeah,
Friend
so you
on
guys,
the internet, friend in real life.
yeah, Gary and Chris know each other for a long time. So you guys are now on board the ship. Loki, you bust it open like it's nothing, and you go on board. There's no one here. There's nothing here. It's just a empty corridor to your left, empty corridor to your right. Actually, I guess you guys would be vertical and vertical, huh? Yeah, you guys enter in their loading bay. Cargo hold. There you go. Sorry. You guys are in their cargo hold. Their ship's bigger than yours, but not by like a lot. Similar layout.
Can I do a navigation check to see if, as an earther and a navigator by training, that I would know the layout of this particular ship, style of ship?
I will allow it. If you know, like, the model and, like,
Yeah.
oh, these are...
Hey.
That's not bad. Yeah, you can know the model. It's not like a special ship. There's nothing special about this ship. It is
All right.
a earther frigate that is outfitted for combat, obviously.
Right. Let's see. I wish there was like a navigation stunt. Without that, I guess that would just be infiltration.
Yeah, infiltration or investigation or exploration.
Oh yeah, exploration. Let's see.
There could be a lot of good stuff in there. Now you look around, you recognize this kind of ship. It should
All right,
lead up.
I am gonna do cover your tracks. Whether you're hacking into a network, evading the cops, or infiltrating a military base, you impose a -2 on all future rolls to follow your trail.
Boom! So you guys are kind of walking under this cloak. Calliope's like, she tells you about the metal they used on the grates or something like that, and it's like, yeah, just be careful not to step like dead center of the plates. They buckle. It makes a lot of noise.
Okay, and then where are we trying to go, Loki and Green?
Hopefully to the bridge. We need to access computers to see maybe who paid them, who
Alright.
they've been communicating with.
Bridge is up.
So I guess I'll take the lead and lead them up.
So one of the things you notice about the cargo hold, it's empty. There's nothing in it. Like, nothing. It's completely empty. It's bare bones. And so you can see across the room to the ladder. It's pretty much dead center. Just like your ship. Goes straight up. And you guys said you're going. So, yeah, cool. You guys go up. After you get through the cargo hold, you guys climb a ladder. It's just nothing special. It's just a ladder. You guys get to the next floor. Do you guys go straight up? Or do you guys look around on the floors? Like, what's your
I feel
plan?
like we should at least take a glance.
So you're looking around. This looks like some kind of maintenance area.
I peeped with my peepers and got a 12.
You peep with your peepers. It's pretty tidy. There are tools, but they all look very... Like, this is like the basic... It looks like a showroom, kind of. It's very... It doesn't look used. Like, you don't see any scuffs on the workshop table. The vise is pristine. The hammer's never hit anything before. That kind of thing. And everything's just in its place on the wall. Pegboard. There's no... You don't see, like, a water stain on any of the tables. Like, you don't see anything. There's no sign that anyone's ever been here.
Alright. I'll keep going up.
And you guys follow, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys climb up to the next floor. Not surprisingly, it is a crew quarters. It's much larger than your crew quarters on your ship. It can house more crew, for sure. Not quite double, but around double.
I'm gonna peep with my peepers. I got a 9.
All the doors are closed and locked.
Do we want to check around here or no?
Yeah, I kind of want to see if it looks like anyone's been in the crew area at all. So we could bust open one of these doors.
So, Cal, yeah, with your 9 Cal, you're like, the doors are locked.
I would like to know as well. Loki?
I'll watch the ladder. You search the rooms. We can't be
so
too sure.
We're just like kicking down the doors then. We're not hacking them.
You can't. There are several ways. You can hack them. You could force them open, or you can like engineer them open.
I can engineer a couple of them open. Pick a door, Green. Any door.
You got a Game Master power up for the record.
I did. The churn went up 1. I wasn't sure if you guys could see those. That's good.
Kick!
Green, you kick the door. It's metal, and like you dent it pretty good. And like it kind of there's like
I open the door.
as you dent it, it gives Calliope a spot to like pry open, and it opens. And I guess for sake of ease, I'm not going to make you like go like room by room and like the last one's the only one with anything in it. So yeah, perception check. Green. Let me know what you see, Green.
That's better.
A little
Yeah.
true agent of chaos. Yeah, Green. So that's really good. Oh, you don't get the stump points though. Okay, cool. I was like, damn, 6 stump points. But no, you get a 16. 16's high. 16 is hard. 1 short of formidable. You're looking around. Calliope, you notice, made bed. It's pretty clean in here. You can't smell anything because you guys are wearing your spacesuits. Green, you find some signs. Finally, it's very clean, but you can find some signs of life. People have been here. You find like the odd hair. You find like dust. You find like movements in the dust, like something has moved like an item off of a shelf. But yeah, they definitely cleaned up. It's not dust like it's been sitting here forever, though. Sorry, I want to point that out. It's just, just you do see a little bit of dirt.
Gotcha. Then, yeah. Looks like people have been here. They just cleaned.
We'll say you find a pen.
Well, that's a bit of a relief.
Just for funnies, the pen is like a protogen pen.
Yeah.
It's not really evidence. If you brought that to court, they would laugh in your face. But like, it's just funny to me.
So it seems like these might not be any normal pirates, but maybe mercenaries.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. Maybe we can find out who paid these mercenaries.
Let's go to the bridge then, and I'll go back to leading the way.
Yeah. So as you step back out, look, you've been sitting here for a while. You've been looking up and down a ladder, nervous as a bird. And you see some red lights pop on around the ceiling.
Hey, don't move. There are some red lights on up there.
You see clearly sentry bots.
Sentry bots.
It's a classic.
Let's deal with the sentry bots.
Hold on, perhaps I can get into the security systems before we get toasted.
Go for it.
Is that a thing I can try?
You can.
I have rolled a 19.
I do see
Yes,
that.
you have.
So the second you like move towards the panel, they start powering up. But you do hack into the system, but you literally have seconds.
No problem.
What are you doing?
Shut down.
Shut down. Yeah. So you shut down these two.
All right, I would like to, now that I have a break of not getting blasted, see if there's any more on the network.
You can tell so they're set up kind of independently throughout the ship. But yeah, you think there are more. There seems to be a lot more below the cargo hold towards the engine room.
It would seem there are more of these sentries online, but I can't access them from here. They're lower down near the engine room.
Is that normal?
No.
Nah, that's a weird place to put them, yeah.
And also, pirates having technology of this level is unseen.
This officially doesn't seem like pirates.
So we're thinking mercenaries.
Or protogen directly.
Yeah. Let's check the bridge first, and then we'll, I guess, deal with the sentry bots in the engine room. Oh my god, Elsa.
Calliope, would you like to take both of those sentry bots? Perhaps we can put them to good use aboard the space bullet.
That's a good idea. Can I, like, strap them to my back or something?
They'd be pretty heavy. They're pretty big.
They'd be pretty heavy. We'll come back for them.
Okay.
So you guys go up the ladder. You're in the cockpit. It has the two-tier design, mostly because at this point I really like it. But there's like the two chairs up top for the pilot, co-pilot, and then there's the auxiliary staffing chairs down here. Title of my sex tape. But yeah, you guys are there. You guys are on the bridge.
I'll pull my shield out and kind of like have their back while they do their science.
Nice.
Yeah.
Calliope, perhaps you can focus on navigation, see where they came from, maybe where they were going to, and I'll check to see if I can see who they spoke to or where the money came from.
The first hurdle is there's no power going to the console.
Does that mean we have to go down to the engine room? Fuck.
Not necessarily. You could attempt to give it power from something you have, like a battery or something.
I have an idea.
It would be limited.
I'm gonna use my stunning hammer, and I'm gonna use my crafting skill, and I'm gonna try to jumpstart the console.
Yeah, you can try and give it some auxiliary power.
16
That's
with 4
good.
stun points.
That is very good. What does triples mean? Something?
So I thought the triples and a success meant like more than a great success, but I don't know. Maybe that's in talisman.
I feel like it. You know what? Yeah, you do it.
Yeah, you do it.
You open up your hammer. You access its power source, and you use it to provide power to the console. And some of the lights come on. Not all of them. Not to every console. Just the one you're trying to use. It has power now, and it has like that new computer prompt, like an MDOS kind of thing.
Like we're in the BIOS?
In the what?
Like the source code for the computer?
No, more like it hasn't accessed its operating system. It's just running bare bones right now.
Oh, okay.
Like it doesn't have the fancy interface that makes it look good.
Loki, can you do something with this?
Loki absolutely can, yeah. Also, you have 4 stump points.
Yeah, so I'm going to use 2 on jury rig. You find or improvise a piece of equipment you need to be more effective. Negate any situational penalties you would suffer for lacking proper equipment on tests appropriate for the improvisation. So I booted up all the way?
Yeah, so you're like, wait a second, I can just... it's wasting power trying to power up the other consoles. If I just you pull a wire out, and then all of a sudden the console turns on all the way. That was a good use of stunt points.
Thank you.
Like stunt points. Yeah, Loki.
Then I have 2 left.
Oh, you still have 2.
Yeah. Let's see.
You can think about it for a second. Loki, give me that sweet technology.
Can I spend parents?
Yeah, you can spend parents.
I'm gonna spend parents. Can I spend 5 parents?
You can spend 5 parents.
Can I use the other 2 to take down the churn?
Yeah. We will allow it. I can't wait to tell you guys the rules I found out about churn.
Uh-oh.
I'm excited.
It turns out that if we've been taking down the churn, the churn, like, secretly goes up.
You guys are supposed to be getting more than you're getting.
No!
Really?
You guys are, like, supposed to be getting a hilarious amount more.
No.
No.
So, like, I'll outline all the ways you can get churn after the show.
Oh, no.
Because I don't want to change the rules mid-session, but...
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. The training wheels are coming off. Yeah, so it's fully on. You are able to access it with the 5 fortune that you spend. You're spending all your hero power to hack into this thing. You're like, son of a bitch, there's no operating system. So you, like, install your own operating system, and you access, like, the black box. And you start getting some information about where this thing's been. And then you notice something worrying. Something goes off when you do this. The ship starts to turn back on its own. You didn't do it. But the ship starts powering back up. But not all the way. It's not the full. It's just the auxiliary power. The auxiliary power kicks on.
Calliope.
It wasn't you, Calliope.
I didn't do this. Can I use crafting to see maybe where it's coming from? Does that not make any sense?
You can try and get a read. Now that the auxiliary power is on, you can access like what is analogous to your computer. So like you can go to like the tech computer and be like, huh, yeah, the power's the engine's turning on.
I don't fucking know. I got a 9.
Oh, that's not very good. Yeah, the engine's on. You don't know why.
Well, I do not know what's going on.
Look.
Was I able to get anything? Any of the things I was looking for with that?
What specifically are you looking for?
15. I am trying to figure out who this ship communicated with, or if this ship received payment from somebody.
So this ship's you do find out who this ship belonged to. It was stolen, and then they overrode, kind of like how you did on your ship. They overrode the registration, and so it was blank. But now that you're in the system, you can find the old one. It wasn't scrubbed all the way. You're able to find that out. What else do you want to know? Sorry.
If they communicated with anybody, and if they received any payments on this on board.
They definitely sent out some sort of radio signal from here when they got here, like a day ago.
Can I figure out where that went or what it was?
It was very shortwave. It didn't go very far.
Right.
They landed here and communicated with something close. Someone was waiting or something.
It was a ship. You could tell it was a ship.
Great.
Because you did get that 15, so that's not bad. You can tell they communicate with the ship, but now you can also tell something else. When you turn this on, the auxiliary power turning on, the engine heading on the way up, you can tell both of you are kind of like look at each other as you realize that the ship's powering up too much.
I think it's a bomb. Ah!
It's powering up too much. It's starting to overload.
All right, that's it. I'm scrubbing everything they have. We'll look at it later.
I'm just gonna try to rip all the information they have on this ship.
All right, I just made a crafting thing
Yeah, you
because I want an engineering check to see if I can like control this surge.
So you want to try. So what you do with this is you realize you have to be in the engine room to turn it off.
Fuck. Okay. I just make a beeline for it because I have a feeling that this is gonna explode.
Cal
like,
starts
literally.
sliding down the ladder. It's gonna explode.
I'm frantically typing, trying to get any last information I can off of the systems here.
What do you do, Green?
I slide down as well and try to get in front of Calliope with the shield to try to, because I know those robots are going to get it.
Yeah, you guys get down towards the bottom, and you see some red lights coming on. You guys are at, so you get to the bottom of the ship where the engine room is. It's straight ahead of you. There's the metal door with the turn handle that's supposed to keep the radiation in. There are several drones pointing guns at you. And then, if you want to know what happens next, you really have to tune in next week.
No, you don't.
Thursday, 8,
No, you don't. Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
8 to 11 Central Standard Time to see if they all die. They might. I definitely set it up for them to die. Also, more churn coming your way soon.
So much more churn.
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for participating. Don't forget, you can spend your channel points to Boon and Doom, the players, and to give me Game Master power-ups, and also to name NPCs on occasion.
Ooh. Did we have any NPCs get named today?
We did. God damn it. What was his name?
It was Chardley.
Oh, yeah. Chardley Mac Stevens. Yes.
That's right.
You, too, can create your very own Chardley Mac Stevens. All you have to do is watch, earn your channel points, and spend them accordingly. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I'm Johananon, at RockFact on Twitter.
I'm Casualty CDG on Twitter and Twitch and all the other things. But my name is Gary, and we're here Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Also, we have a podcast now called Fresh Out the Podcast. It's on Spotify and Apple and Podbean.
Podbean, yeah. Podbean's the host.
Yeah, that's it for me.
We're Fresh Out the Podcast on both of those, all of those. Yep. Check it out.
How about you, Alicia?
I'm Alicia Benisa. You can find me at Hidden Audio, where I talk about horror stuff and my upcoming podcast with my friend Josh, which is a horror audio drama. We're calling it an audio experience, which is super pretentious, but that's what we feel fits best. And we're finishing our last recording session for season 1 tomorrow. Yeah.
So
it's going to be... What?
A lot of exciting stuff coming from Alicia.
Yeah, you know it's going to be good because I just finished writing the second episode of season 2 this week and triggered my own PTSD.
That's how you do it. That's how
you do it.
And then our very own Matthew as well. Don't forget to say bye to him. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Spotify, iTunes. All the good stuff. We're everywhere now. Can't get away from us. And we will see you guys next time. Hopefully tomorrow. Bye, everybody.